everybody and welcome to Thursday's spelling video where we're going to continue to look at and practice the suffix shun. Let's have a look at how you're all getting on Spelling Shed.
Let's take a look at our top spelling shedders so far this week. So, Polly P in 4M, you are now 10th in the school, so you have been working so hard on your spelling shed this week. Well done, keep it up. Riley T in 4M, you are 11th in the school. Equally, I can see that you've been going on spelling shed every day, so keep up the hard work. In 4S, we have Isabel, who is 17th in the school, and Simmerpreet in 4B, who is 19th in the school. Fantastic work from these spelling shedders. Keep up the hard work. So today we are going to start off by briefly recapping our spelling rule that we've had a look at on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and then we're going to play a game to practice our spellings. Let's really quickly recap what we know already about the suffix shun, S-I-O-N. If the root word ends in a D, you remove the D and add S-I-O-N. If the root word ends in an S-E, you remove the S-E and add S-I-O-N, the suffix shun. If it ends in a DE, you remove the DE and add the suffix shun, spelt S-I-O-N. You should be really familiar with those rules now and be comfortable with applying those to your spelling words. So here are our spelling words again for this week. The 9 spellings, the 7, the 5 and the phonic spellings over here. I know that lots of you have been going on to Spelling Shed and sending in lots of work that you've been doing at home, practicing these spellings. I'm really impressed to see that you've all been doing that. Now let's look at some spelling practice strategies together. These are strategies that are going to help you learn your words. Today we are going to play a really fun and exciting game called Blankety Blank. So it's game time. All you need for this game is a pencil and a piece of paper. Off you go and grab that now. So the rules for Blankety Blank are really quite simple. I'm going to show you a sentence on the screen with a missing word. I've got one sentence here for our 9, 7 and 5 spellers and one sentence here for our phonics spellers. For whatever group you are, you're going to look at your spelling words and see which one fits in the sentence the best, which one fits in the blank space. Then we will have a check to see if you were correct. Okay, so I'm going to read the first sentence for our 9, 7 and 5 spellers, and you're going to write down on your piece of paper what word you think goes in the blank space. So our first sentence is, I heard a loud blank coming from the building. And our sentence for our phonics spellers is, I planted my seed in the garden. Write down your word now. Okay, so let's do a quick check. For the first sentence, I heard a loud explosion coming from the building. Well done, everybody. And for our phonics spellers, I planted my seed in the soil in the garden. So our blanks were explosion and soil. Okay, get ready for your next sentences. Okay, the second sentence, the flowing river caused blank of the riverbanks. And our phonics sentence, I had a sore throat and lost my... Fill in the blanks now, off you go. Okay, time for our check. The flowing river caused... That's right, it's erosion of the riverbanks. And I had a sore throat and lost my voice. Well done, phonics spellers. Well done, everyone else. Let's see what the next sentence is. Are you ready to fill those blanks? Okay, number 3. I didn't want to have an blank from school. And the phonics spellers, please, can I go to the... asked Ben. Time to fill in the blanks. Off you go. Okay, did you manage to fill in the blanks? Let's have a look together. I didn't want to have an exclusion from school. Well done. Exclusion is here. And please, can I go to the toilet? Asked Ben. Fantastic, everybody. Next blank. Okay, time for the next one. The Celtic blank was unsuccessful. What do you think that blank is? Have a look at your spelling words. And for our phonics spellers, I found an old Roman blank on the floor. Okay, everybody, did you manage to fill in those blanks? Let's have a look together. The Celtic invasion was unsuccessful. We learned all about that back in September. And then our phonics sentence, I found an old Roman coin on the floor. Well done, everybody. Stay tuned for your next blankety blank. Okay, this is our final one for our 5 spellers and our phonics spellers. So are you ready to fill in the blank? The blank of biscuits had run out. And the phonics sentence, there was lots of blank coming from the children's playground. What do you think those blanks are? Okay, so in this sentence here, it is the provision of biscuits had run out. Oh, I'd be very sad if the biscuit provision ran out. And for our phonics sentence, there was lots of noise coming from the children's playground. Good job, 5 spellers and phonics spellers. If you're a 7 speller and a 9 speller, we've got 4 more to go. Are you ready for the next question? Okay, so for our next sentence, it is, after the argument, there was blank between Jack and Mary. What do you think that blank is? Have a go at filling it in now. Okay, let's do a little check together. So for this one, after the argument, there was tension between Jack and Mary. You're right, well done, everyone. The blank in that sentence was tension. You can see spelled just here. I hope you're getting all your spellings right as you write these down, everybody. If not, just make sure you're checking them and spelling them correctly underneath. Okay, so it's just our 9 spellers left here. So the next sentence is, I had an blank built at the back of my house. I had a blank built at the back of my house. What do you think that one is, guys? Have a go at filling in the blank now. What did you think it was? That's right, it is extension. I had an extension built at the back of my house. It's our final sentence coming up next. Are you ready? I completed my reading blank and achieved full marks. Fill in the blank, everybody. Write it down on your piece of paper, remembering to spell it correctly. Okay, and that final one was our final spelling word down here, comprehension. I completed my reading comprehension and achieved full marks. Absolutely fantastic effort, everybody. I hope you managed to get all of those blanks written down correctly and, most importantly, spelt correctly. As an extra challenge, you can now write your own blankety blank sentences for a grown-up or one of your siblings in your house to try and fill in for you. I want you all now to have a go on Spelling Shed as well for the final time before our test with Miss Bridgewater tomorrow. So this is your final chance to brush up on your spelling from this week before the test. Good luck, everybody. I hope you do well. I'm sure there'll be dojo points for those who achieve full marks.
Okay, so we'll move on to our handwriting section of our lesson now. So all you need again is a bit of paper and a pencil or your handwriting pen. We'll start with a handwriting warm-up to get our hands nice and warm to do our best super duper handwriting. So this handwriting warm-up, we're going to just get our pencil in our hand. We're going to pop it in our hands. with our thumb, just like that. And we're just going to roll the pencil down our hand using our thumb and then roll it back up again, just like that. Do that a couple of times. It's quite tricky because you've got to balance the pencil as well, but it's really good at strengthening your thumb, which is what supports your pencil as you're writing. Once you've done it in that hand, have a go at the other hand. Okay, so we've done all of these curly caterpillar letters this week, and we're going to do our final 3 curly caterpillar letters today. The S, the F and the O. Okay, so I'm going to show you the S, the F and the O first of all, and then we'll practice some joins together. So I'm going to start here with my S. My S is going to be on these 2 lines here, and it's a curly caterpillar letter, so again it follows the curl patterns just like all our other curly caterpillar letters have. And we're going to curl round and then back round again to form the S. I'm going to do one more S here, and I'm going to really concentrate on making sure it's the same size. We don't want one small S and one big S over here. We're going to make sure they're the same size. So I'm going to curl round, back round. So there's my 2 S's. Okay, now we're going to have a look at the F. Now the F is an ascender and a descender, so it's quite a big letter. So we're going to start all the way up here. We're going to go all the way down past these lines and all the way down to the bottom with a little flick. I'll take my pen off, and then I'm going to cross the F at the same level as the top of my S here. So I'm going to cross just like that there. Let's have a go at one more F. Curl round, all the way down, lift your pen off and cross at the same level. Can you see how my F's are the same size? Let's have a go at the O over here. The O is going to use these 2 blue lines here, the same size as the S. So we're going to curl round, but this time we're going to curl all the way through to form our O. And again, curl all the way round, all the way back to form our O. Have a go at writing your S, your F and your O on your paper now, making sure they're all the same size and you're following the correct curly caterpillar formation. Okay, so now we've had a go at practicing the letters, we're going to have a go at practicing some words. So I'm going to do 2 words that contain all of these 3 curly caterpillar letters. I wonder if you can work out what they are. That's right, well done. We're going to start with so, which uses the S and the O, and then we're going to do off, which uses the O and the F. So to start with my so, I'm going to do my S first. I'm going to curl round S, keep my pen on the page to join into the O just like the A. You go round and then back on yourself and join there. So that's my so. Let's have one more go. I'm going to curl round, keep your pen on the page to join this one, don't take it off, and go back on yourself. Oops, the board's being a bit silly, but we'll keep going just like that. There we go. Okay, now we'll have a go at off, which is an O, and then 2 F's for this one. Now this is quite hard. Some people do find it tricky to join the 2 F's together, but we'll work through it together, everybody. Let's take a look. So we'll start with our O, we'll curl round for our O, and then we'll up for our F, go all the way down with your curl at the bottom. Take your pen off the page to cross over at the same level as the top of the O, and then from that cross we're going to join straight into our next F. So I'm going to cross over and go all the way up and back down and then cross again. And there's my off. Can you have a go at those 2 words now, everybody? So that's it for our spelling and handwriting for today. Remember your spelling test tomorrow, so keep practicing those spellings. See you all soon.